us today. We have Joseph Loughran, our Marketing VP. We also have a special guest speaker, Scott Kugelman, who's our Regional Director. So we're very, very excited about today's call. We've been working on this for some time now. We have a brand new carrier introduction that we're going to launch on today's presentation. We also have an exclusive program called University Plus Youth Life, which is only available through Levinson and Associates. So just keep in mind as we're going through the presentation, A, this is a great opportunity for you to get one leg up on your competition, and B, another great opportunity to recruit agents in your hierarchy. Okay, just remember that no one else has access to this program and product. So very, very important as we go through this. Take out a pen and paper, jot down any notes that you might have, and then we actually have the call closed because of the number of attendees, but jot down any questions or comments that you have, and we can circle back after today's presentation, and we will get those questions answered. You will also receive an email, okay, from Joe right after the call with all of the brochures, contracting paperwork, everything that you need to get started. So as you can imagine, we're very excited about today's presentation. This, in my opinion, is the ultimate door opener. And as we move forward, you're going to see why we are so excited about this call. Okay, this isn't just hype that we've been building up over the last month. Everybody, I can just about guarantee that everyone will be as excited as we are with today's presentation. So let's move forward, Joe. We have a lot to talk about today, so we're going to try to move as fast as we can, but have everything covered. Okay, Joe's going to touch on our upcoming training webinars, and then we'll dive into the presentation. Joe?
Thanks, Bill. As usual, we always highlight some upcoming webinars for the next week and the upcoming weeks. You can actually register for any one of our training sessions right on our homepage, which is kerrylevinson.com. On the right-hand side, you'll actually see our training calendar. You can actually register and join just like you are on today's call. So a couple upcoming calls for next week on the 14th, which is Tuesday, at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going over life insurance and retirement planning. This is actually co-hosted by Prudential. So we'll be talking about a lot of the agent tools they provided to help agents break into that marketplace using both their UL products and their index UL products to access that retirement planning marketplace. On Wednesday, which is the 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're covering our disability income sales product. That's actually co-hosted by Illinois Mutual, and we're going to be highlighting the return of premium rider that's available on their DI product. They also have some great simplified issue DI products available. On Thursday, which is the 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're covering the exclusive mortgage lead program that we offer to all agents. We're actually going to have the creator of the program on the call, as well as a Levinson agent who's actually going to walk through his experience with that lead program and give you some tips and pointers on how to actually use that program and generate new leads. Of course, like Bill mentioned, every webinar that we host is recorded and posted to our YouTube channel. Right now, we're almost at 100 different videos on the YouTube channel. You can access that right from the Kerry Levinson homepage, or go right to YouTube and type in Levinson and Associates, and you can replay any one of those webinars that we've recorded over about the last year.
Okay, thank you, Joe. So we also just introduced the date for the Levinson Annual Agent Expo, and that's going to be April 8th in 2016. And what's so great about this is you can start qualifying today for round-trip airfare from anywhere in the country up to 2 nights at our beachfront resort, and all life, annuity, long-term care premium counts towards these qualification levels, including everything that you're about to see. So start qualifying as early as today, and of course, if you have downline agents, you can relay the message to them. And if you want to see the recap video, okay, that we just finished from the Expo in 2015, that's on our homepage as well. So again, you can see how valuable this day is. It's literally built for our agents so they can start making new sales after the expo with some of these new great ideas and sales concepts. So jot that down, April 8th, 2016. You don't want to miss that event. Okay, so moving forward here, we're going to talk about why the need for these lower premium, low face amount products that are literally sold while you sleep. Okay, what that means is it's so simple. You have a custom link, okay, that is customized just for you. Your client literally clicks on the link, runs a quote, signs up online, has instant approval as long as they qualify, and they can literally print their policy almost in real-time fashion. So this is the way of the future, and mark my word that I would say in the next probably 3 to 10 years, most of the insurance policies under $1 million are going to be sold with this type of system or platform, if you will. So again, you'll be one step ahead of the competition by using Levinson and Associates technology and platforms. Joe is going to talk about some of the latest statistics and solutions for those stats. Joe?
Thanks, Bill. So what we're really focusing on in today's call and working with the Sell What You See platform is looking at this new alternative sales system. So like Bill mentioned, a lot of changes. One interesting statistic is that this LIMRA study tells us that there are over 50 million U.S. households without any life insurance or without enough coverage. And if you look at the insurance industry over the last even 10, 15 years, what was once really a localized profession or a regional profession has now really transformed into something that an agent can take nationwide with the use of all the e-applications, all the different selling methods that we're incorporating in an average agent's practice. Like Bill mentioned, they're much more cost effective. It's a much easier way to transition into those sales. So what we did was we built a solution called that Sell While You Sleep platform, which is really a next generation straight through process, allowing you not only to get instant quotes, but also to have your clients initiate that application process, even get those instant approvals. And a lot of market research has gone into the Sell While You Sleep platform, so much so that we really modeled it after the average consumer's behavior in today's environment. So as you'll see as we go through some of the Sell While You Sleep platform features, we've really designed this not only for today's sales, but also taking a look at what's going to happen 5, 10, 15 years down the road to really develop that Sell While You Sleep platform to make sure you're not only ahead of the competition, but you're also in that marketplace, like Bill mentioned, where you can actually capture those additional sales and really make yourself stand out as an agent.
Thanks, Joe. So right now, today, I mean, obviously, if you're out there and you're selling, $1 million whole life or universal life policies and maybe seeing your clients face-to-face or selling over the phone with a electronic application, that's great, okay? And obviously, you're going to keep doing what you're doing in your everyday sales life. But the whole point is to have all of this technology running in the background, okay, to have your website up, to have your social media and Facebook business page running 24/7. And then, of course, you constantly have to add fresh data, okay, so your clients can log on to your homepage from time to time and see, hey, these are 8 different products that I can choose from, and I can run some quotes without even having to pick up the phone, okay? The younger generation is now used to doing business like this. This is how most health insurance and P&C insurance is sold, especially auto insurance, as we all know. So when is life going to catch up? Okay, that's been our question for the last probably 10 years now. So finally now, we have a handful of competitive products that are sold on this platform that will attract the younger generation, maybe your clients' grandkids or children, okay? They don't want to pick up the phone and talk to you. They don't want to sit down and meet at the local Burger King at 8 o'clock at night on a Wednesday while you have your legal pad and rate book. Those days are just about over, okay? So, yes, the plan is keep doing what you're doing every day and then have all of this running in the background on autopilot, if you will. So we're giving you all of the tools to do that with our Sell While You Sleep platform. In today's call, we're going to talk about some new products that we're rolling out to you, and then, of course, the University Plus Youth Life product that is the ultimate door opener. And also, all of this is part of this Sell While You Sleep platform. So you'll understand everything by the time we're done with this little recap or presentation. Okay, so the products that are now available, okay, I'm going to touch on this briefly because we have a lot to cover. Joe, if you can move forward one slide. So the products that are now available on the Sell While You Sleep platform, okay, and what we're going over on today's call, Starmount Life Insurance Company, the exclusive University Plus Youth Life product. Awesome. And just to give you an idea, especially if you're working in the senior market, you can go out there and market a children's whole life product, okay, $20,000 of death benefit for $6 and change per month, and that comes with one free year scholarship to any of our 340 colleges across the country. The whole point is, what parent or grandparent is going to say no to $6 a month for a $20,000 whole life policy for little Johnny, okay? And that's up to 26 years old. No one is going to say no to you. That's going to open the door to long-term care discussions, annuity cases, okay, estate planning, universal life options. So you need something to break the ice, if you will, and this is a great way to get the doors open. We're going to go over Value Life, Gold, Star Life Gold. We have awesome accidental death and dismemberment policies, 2 different products that we're going to go over. Right below that, we have our infamous Lightning Issue Term product up to $100,000. We have our Viva Life program, level term up to $250,000, and then Colorado Bankers, which is straight critical illness. So all of these products you're looking at make up the Sell While You Sleep platform, and then, of course, today we're going to dive into these brand new Starmount products. So you need that agent website running in the background, okay? That's the whole point of this, is you want to use your social media and your homepage on your website to constantly drive traffic, okay, to your clients and their children and grandchildren. So 5 years, 30 years, 40 years. The whole point is to capture thousands of emails and constantly keep your name in front of these people and drive traffic to your Facebook and website. That is the name of the game. And then it's our job to give you the products to have on your homepage, okay? Because remember, you're going to constantly drive traffic. The goal is to have that traffic click on one of your products, run a quote, buy a policy, all while you did nothing. So this is an example of insprofessional.com. This is where you're going to go and set up your own free website that we offer all of our agents. If you already have your own website, that's no problem. We can give you all of the technology to add these features to your own homepage. Very simple. We even have social media integration. If you look at the top right corner, that's an actual life quote engine that we can build into your Facebook page. So when you have your friends and family on your Facebook page, they see a new button that says Life Quoter, and they say, oh, I didn't know I can run a life insurance quote. Well, they can. And then the neat thing is we have lead capture, so you get an email right away that says, hey, Bill Levinson ran a quote on my website or on my Facebook page. So you can pick up the phone, call Bill, and make the sale. Also, brand new, we have 2 mobile accessible templates, okay, that we're going to roll out tomorrow. So what that means, a template is just your background of your homepage, okay, or your website. So now with the new mobile accessible templates or backgrounds, anyone can pull up your website from any smartphone device, iPhone, BlackBerry. They can run quotes. They can sign up online using all the Sell While You Sleep products. So that we're rolling out tomorrow, and of course there's no charge for those templates as well. Okay, let's move forward here. So what we're going to do is show you, once you have your website up and running, you have a free quote engine and a health analyzer. So the way it works is you have your Sell While You Sleep products. Now those are all pretty much instant. So your client clicks on the link, runs a quote, signs up online, gets approved, prints the policy. Very simple. But let's say your client needs $1 million term, for example, and they click on your quote engine. So it's very simple. They put basic information in, and the system will generate a term UL, or final expense quote. And as soon as they put their information in, you get an email that says, hey, Bill Levinson just ran a term quote on my website. Now, if they look at this and they say, wow, how am I supposed to know if I'm preferred best or standard non-tobacco? I've never even heard of preferred best. I see it's the cheapest, so I'm going to click it. Well, we have this client health analyzer on the right side that allows them to put in as little or as much information that they want to share, and the system will tell them exactly what health class they fall into. So it's very, very neat, completely interactive with your clients, and you, the agent, are kept in the loop every step of the way, which is the name of the game here. So very neat stuff. We even have a, if you see that red box, it says click here to apply. If the client is hot, they love the quote, they press that red button and sign up instantly online. Okay, next up is the Sell While You Sleep platform. So the point is, I want everyone to make sure they walk away and have a handle on all of this stuff that we're talking about. The Sell While You Sleep side, which is made up of over 10 products now, okay, including the Youth Life brand new product we're going over today. So you get appointed, and you get emailed to you a custom link, okay, and that link is customized just for you. So anyone that clicks and purchases a policy, you get your full agent commission and renewals when applicable. So you take this custom link now that you have through email, you literally just copy and paste it into that box where you can see the top arrow pointing. The button under it says add link to my site, and then boom, automatically right on your home page is going to be your University Plus Youth Life icon. That is going to drive traffic so your clients click, run the quote, and sign up instantly. Very, very simple, and we have that same icon and box for every product that's offered. So we made this as easy as possible. We even have custom videos that show you every step of the way, or feel free to call anyone here in the office, and we will, of course, hold your hand and get you up and running. Okay, so moving forward here. Now, so you're hearing about this great, $6 a month for a $20,000 whole life product, very inexpensive, all children covered up to 26 years old, as long as they can apply and get approved, obviously, which is very, very simple. Now, you hear about the scholarship part of all this. Now, this could be $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in tuition. That's huge. Again, for, say, a $6 a month whole life policy, to have a $40,000 scholarship covered is priceless. And again, it's going to set you apart from your competition, because all of this is exclusive through Levinson. So it's important that you have a handle on exactly the way this works. So you're going to hear about the Youth Life product in a few minutes from Scott, but also if you look at the left side there, those are the carriers that have approved and qualify for the Levinson Scholarship Program. So we can talk about after the call, if you want to dive into other products, we can discuss that as well and get you up and running. Now, Joe's going to give you the 2-minute elevator pitch on how the scholarship program works, because I can almost guarantee when we hang up, everyone is going to be selling the new University Plus Youth Life product. And I think you'll see why in just a few minutes. Joe?
Thanks, Bill. I'm going to dive in briefly here, like Bill mentioned, just give a couple quick pointers about the scholarship program so that you have a general idea. And like Bill mentioned, we've got a lot of material on the website, but due to some time restraints, I'm just going to give you a quick overview. So the scholarship program is really something unique. It's actually the nation's largest private college savings program. In fact, last year there was a record just over $43 million in scholarships that were submitted by using the same exact scholarship platform. So as a Levinson agent, you can actually offer this to all of your clients, all your prospects. The great thing is they don't even have to purchase a policy. You can use this as a door opener to get your foot in the door to talk about all these various life insurance products that qualify. So what I'll point out briefly here is the scholarship program gives your clients discounts on college education. You can actually save them up to 1 free year of college education, which is a 25% discount every year for 4 years. You'll see on the right-hand side, I've kind of outlined some quick, easy steps. The first step is just offering your client a free scholarship for an appointment, for a meeting, for a seminar, maybe even for having a quick 5-minute phone conversation about the scholarship program and how these products work. Then once they purchase an eligible scholarship product, they're actually given those scholarship reward points. In addition to the 500-point initial scholarship, they're given a one-time 4,500-point scholarship initially right off the bat. So just by talking with you, maybe purchasing a policy for a child or grandchild, they've got a 5,000-point scholarship, and then every policy anniversary, they're actually given an additional 2,000 reward points. So these students, these clients can actually use these reward points to help pay for college education for any relative, again, whether it's children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and those points never expire. So they can continue to roll those over to future generations. Real briefly here on the program growth, right now there's about 344 member colleges in just about 46 different states. What's great is last year there was 25 new colleges that joined. There's about 36,000 students that enrolled last year, and in total there's about 370,000 students enrolled. So this is really something you can offer to all those prospects, all those clients at absolutely no cost to that client and no cost to the agent. This is something that the colleges are participating in to help boost the attendance and actually make sure that they're giving those scholarships to people who are qualified. So just by working with you as their agent, all those clients and prospects you talk to can take advantage of this program. I put together this quick little chart here, which really dives into how those scholarship points are accumulated, how they're rewarded. Each point that you give your client is a $1 guaranteed minimum scholarship at any one of those colleges or universities. So if I give someone 5,000 points, they're going to receive a $5,000 discount off the cost of college education. So I'm sure everybody's wheels are spinning as to how we can market this, and there really is limitless potential as to what we can do. Again, pre-sale activity, 500 points just for talking to them. Eligible product gets them 4,500 points. And the best part is, if they refer you someone that may be interested in maybe the University Plus Youth Life product or the scholarship program, you can give them an additional 500 points for each referral. So you can see, after not much time at all, those scholarship points can really accumulate very quickly and give your clients a really, really great discount on all those different member colleges across the country. Now what we've done here is we've actually put together some great marketing material. You can actually use these, whether it's an email marketing blast, whether you want to actually send out some mailers. We have client brochures, trifolds. We even have something called the Professor 101 series. Now what that is actually an in-depth training module that you can use as an agent, and you can also give that to those clients. So you can set up a monthly newsletter, a monthly campaign where those clients are actually going to be receiving all this material and be learning about how this program actually works. Another great thing that we've done to make this even more of a turnkey system is the client has their own back office site. They can log into the Tuition Rewards website. They can see how many reward points they have. They can check out new member colleges. They can even get resources on how planning for college education, how to study for the SAT and the entrance exams. So really there's a lot of great potential here. Adding those Starmount products is just one more feather in your cap you can add with this scholarship program, and you really use it to reach more clients and reach more prospects. But definitely one of the best lead generating programs that we've seen in many, many years.
Okay, thank you, Joe. So this is our last slide, and then we're going to introduce Scott, who's up next and waiting patiently. So generating leads with your new product. So again, the whole point is you want to drive traffic. You have to keep your name in front of your clients and prospects constantly. Okay, when I say constantly, I would say at least a couple of times a month you want to send out an email blast. We have a complete turnkey marketing system for you that is no charge to all of our agents. And then what we did is we designed templates. Okay, so you can literally go in our library and pick which product you would like to blast out, and you can customize it with your own logo and a picture of you and your family. And then, of course, you always want to add your website to the bottom to constantly drive traffic. In the next week or so, we're going to send out our new email templates for the products that you're about to hear about with Scott and Starmount. So without further ado, okay, we're going to introduce Scott. Now, you're going to learn about some awesome new products, and I promise you, you've never seen a system in a way easier to purchase a life insurance policy than what you're about to see with Scott and Starmount. So with that said, Scott Kugelman, Starmount Life Insurance Company.
All right, Bill, thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be here today, as is Starmount Life Insurance Company. We absolutely are very, very excited about the partnership that we are embarking on with the Levinson and Associates organization. As Bill mentioned at the top of the conversation, this has been something that we've been working on for about 90 days. We've had several phone calls with Bill and senior managers of our company, and Bill is incredibly excited, as we are, about embarking on this new relationship. So let me go into and tell you a little bit about Starmount Life Insurance Company and Always Care Benefits. We actually are headquartered in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And yes, that is the home of LSU. We have a lot of graduates of LSU that work at our company, and we're passionate Tiger fans. But we've been in business for 32 years. We're admitted in 49 states and in Washington, D.C. as well. One of the things that we had a lot in common with Levinson is we are a privately held company, and we are actually our management team, the ownership of the company is very engaged in the business. Our chairman, whose name is Hans Sternberg, just turned 80 years young on July 4th. He is still actively engaged in the business and absolutely involved at a lot of different levels of the company. We have a very quick and flexible and flat management team. Very, very smart strategic growth over the last 30 years. We have really chosen what markets to go into very carefully. We've given a lot of thought into the businesses that we want to be involved in, and as well as the partnerships that we want to develop with distribution partners. Very, very diverse individual product portfolio. And the thing that Bill and all the folks at Levinson and Associates absolutely loved about us is all of our business can be conducted online. If that's some of the most important things that I want you to take away from this presentation today is this falls right in line with your Sleep While You Sell program. Unbelievable door opener. All of our products, and specifically the University Plus Youth Life product, is an absolute winner as far as being the ultimate door opener. No question about it. Financial stability. We are a very financially stable company. AM Best gives us a very positive outlook, and in these times, that's outstanding. There are so many insurance companies heading the other way. Everything is underwritten by Starmount Life Insurance Company, and we have over $140 million under management in our portfolio. The individual products portfolio at Starmount is more than just youth life, but that's the product we're going to focus on today. We also have a product called Value Life Gold, which is a modified whole life product. We have another product called Starmount Gold. Starmount Life Gold, excuse me. Starmount Life Gold is a term to age 95. We have an accidental death product, and we have an accidental death and dismemberment product, all sold on an individual chassis, all done online with instant policy issue in most cases. So let me just touch upon a few of the products that are in our portfolio. As I mentioned, Value Life Gold, it's a modified whole life product. We issue that from anywhere from 2 months all the way through 75 years of age. And I'm not going to talk about every specific bullet point on this slide, but we do cater towards folks that are looking for $75,000 and under of life insurance. And there is a tremendous market for that out in the marketplace. So both of these products, Value Life Gold and Star Life Gold, do not require paramedical exams. Star Life Gold, as you see on the right side, It's a term life insurance product with issue ages from, again, 2 months through 75 years, and that product matures or expires at age 95. So it's a really nice niche product. It actually has a level term, so you can sell this to someone who's 45 years of age, and if they buy a $50,000 Star Life Gold, they'll have a level term for 50 years. So again, a really, really neat product, and I think you're going to like all of our products. Accidental death and AD&D. The accidental death product and the AD&D product, they're not medically underwritten. They're both guaranteed issue. Again, can be done online in line with your sleep while you sell concept. The accidental death is a jumbo accident. There's 2 plan options. You've got $1 million, $200,000, $100,000 option, and then the plan option 2 is $1 million, $400,000, and $200,000. Premiums are very, very low and affordable, as Bill mentioned earlier. $9.99 for plan 1, and $19.59 for plan 2 on the accidental death. And look at the accidental death and dismemberment products on the right side. Premiums ranging anywhere from $5 a month all the way to $25 a month, from anywhere $50,000 to $250,000 in coverage, with issue ages of 18 through 69 on the AD&D product. Youth Life, and that's what we're going to focus on today, the Youth Life University Plus Youth Life Insurance. It's a modified whole life product with issue ages from 2 months through 26 years of age, benefit amounts ranging from $10,000 to $35,000. And as Bill mentioned earlier, premiums. How can someone say no to you? How can a grandparent, how can an aunt, an uncle say no? A mother or a father of 3 kids, how could they say no to these types of premiums? And at age 26, the individual has the opportunity to purchase up to $50,000 of insurance at $1.25 per $1,000 of insurance. So there's an opportunity to purchase additional amounts at age 26. It's an accept, reject, as you're going to see, based on the application that I'm going to do. And right now it's available in all states except Delaware and New York. So here's the actual homepage of the website. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring over the actual, this is the live website, so I'm not in a PowerPoint anymore. And you can see up here, your link will have the University Plus logo on the right side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how easy it is to purchase a policy or to sell a policy to a customer. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say that I'd like to get a quote for 1 child. I live in the state of Georgia, so I'm going to say Georgia, and I'm going to get free quote. So what you'll see is it asks me to now put in the information about my child, and I'm going to go in and put in the child's name. I have a daughter named Sophie, and her birthday is September 21st, 2003. So again, folks, I'm on a live website here. The relationship is child. Okay, whoops. And I'm going to select the $10,000 of coverage. And I need to move this down. Joe, you might want to help me out here. Need to get down in that. Oh, here we go. Thank you. My bad. All right, so the applicant, so I selected $10,000 of coverage at $3.34 a month. The applicant information is going to be the parent or the grandparent or the aunt or the uncle. So I'm going to put in my name. And I'll put in my date of birth. Have a birthday coming up. And I'll put in my address. I'm a male. And I'll put in my home address. Oops. And again, this is the real website. This is a live link. And put in my zip code. Put in my phone number. Okay. Scroll down. All right. Please note, to receive your policy instantly online, you must provide an email address. So I will put in my email address, my personal email address. Click next. All right, what are my errors here? I didn't put what my daughter was. She's a female. Okay, it's processing. Next, we're going to get 3 medical questions. Have any of the proposed insured ever been diagnosed with a birth defect, developmental disorder by a medical professional? Within the last 5 years, have any proposed insured been hospitalized, diagnosed, or treated, or had treatment advised by a medical professional for any condition other than minor infections or ailments, such as sinus infections or colds, which resulted in being confined to home, unable to work, attend school, or perform the normal activities of his or her age for 2 weeks or more? Have any of the proposed insured ever been diagnosed by a medical professional with or tested positive for HIV or AIDS? I'm going to say no there. Do I have any existing insurance? I'm going to say no. Do any of the proposed insured have any existing insurance policy or annuity contracts that this would replace? I'm going to say no. Beneficiary, you will be the beneficiary unless otherwise requested. So if I wanted a different beneficiary, I just check this box and I'd be able to put in the other primary or contingent beneficiary. How do I want to pay the policy? I'm going to pay monthly, and I'm going to pay on a checking account. So I'm going to put in the checking account information. Put in the routing number. Going to put in the account number. Account type is going to be checking. Bank name, in this case, it's Chase. Asks about your billing address. Is your billing address the same as the applicant address? I'm going to say yes. If I said no, it would give me that option there. Then we have a secondary addressee, so you can actually have notices sent for lapse or termination of your policy or non-payment of premium if you wanted to have a secondary addressee. I'm going to click next. I do not want a secondary addressee. Whoops. Not sure why that little box. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so then it asks me to review the policy. The name of the child, my information, the medical questions, the beneficiary, the payment information, $6.67 a month, electronic acceptance. By checking the yes box below, I agree that the receipt of my policy and all notices required to be delivered with the policy shall be conducted electronically via the internet. I'm not going to read the rest of that for the essence of time. I am going to agree to receive my policy electronically. Authorizations. You can see down here your agent name is going to appear because I'm using Bill's website, and this is a live demo. It says Bill Levinson as the agent. I'm going to submit application. Thank you for submitting your application. I'm going to pop over to my email. This is live. I'm bringing my email over to this particular screen. There's an email that came from Starmount Life Insurance instantaneously. Thank you for choosing Starmount Life Insurance. We've received an application. The next email that I just came through is my actual policy. And I'm going to click here, and I'm going to open up the policy. And this is my actual Gmail. And this just opened up. And there you go. You've got a policy with my name, cover letter from our chairman, Hans Sternberg, and it's a 25-page document, as you can see. It's the actual policy. So if that's not selling while you're sleeping, I'm not sure what is. And you've got the actual policy delivered, talks about the amount of insurance, and all the language that goes with the policy, $40 per year to age 26, $150 per year, all of the insurance department numbers, and everything that you're required to have in a policy from a compliance standpoint, what your cash values are down the line, so on and so forth. So that is youth life and university life, and we are absolutely ecstatic about the rollout to this organization because of everything that we've talked about up to this point on the call. Going to continue on into the demo. I need to just move this out of the way. Okay, sorry about that. Multiple Starmount Life policies. A policyholder or an applicant with us can have a combination of products. They can have the youth life in combination with any of our other life policies, but the maximum total coverage that they can have is $50,000. On the Value Life Gold, which is the modified whole life, and the Star Life Gold, which is the level term to age 95, issue ages between 0 and 59, they can have a maximum total coverage of $75,000 between two policies. If the issue age is from age 60 to age 75, they can have a maximum total amount of coverage of $50K. They also can purchase any of our accidental products as well. Requesting a custom link. So the theme that we've talked about today is speed to market, how to get this in the hands of the agents and the brokers quickly, and streamlining the process. The Levinson organization is going to make this URL available to you, and you're going to receive an email blast or some correspondence from Bill and his team where you'll have the ability to go out and take a look at the products that we offer. We obviously talked about Youth Life today. We touched on Value Life Gold. We touched on Star Life Gold. We touched on the AD&D and the accidental death. You'll be able to look at all of the different websites that we can create for you from a custom link perspective, and to be able to take this to market very quickly. And you'll be able to request all of those websites on this particular form and email that you're going to get, and it'll be available right after this presentation. You'll also be able to download the material as well, so you can read up on the products and see more about the products. Contracting, we're also going to get contracting paperwork out to everyone. We do want to get the contracting back from agents that are interested prior to issuing the custom links. And because this is life, we do require that the pre-appointment fees for each resident state, for the state that you're domiciled in, we require that those are taken care of at the time of contracting. And all that information will be made available to you from the Levinson organization. So who to contact? Obviously Levinson & Associates with the 800 number, 800-375-2279. And at this point, you know, that it really ends the presentation about that particular product. And I don't know if I want to turn it over to Joe or Bill for some closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you very much. So as everyone can see why we're so excited about this carrier and these products, because I will tell you firsthand, nobody